Welcome back to Rhythm Guitar Book 2. This book focuses on open chords, strumming, and fingerstyle patterns. You can watch all these videos for free, but it's going to be a lot easier to learn if you have your own copy of Rhythm Guitar 2 that you can read from and write in, so I'll leave a link for that in the description. We're on page 28 now, and this is your introduction to tempo markings. On page 28, we have a new type of marking, the tempo marking. Tempo refers to how fast or slowly you play, and you'll see tempo markings at the beginning of your music, usually above the time signature. The tempo marking tells you exactly what speed the music is supposed to be. So in this first example, right above the time signature, we see a tempo marking that says quarter note equals 120. So that means that as you're counting along, that's how fast your quarter note should be, 120 beats per minute. And the easiest way to find out exactly how fast or slow the tempo should feel is to get a metronome so you can set it. So there's 120. If it said, say, quarter equals 100, you could look that up and figure out how fast quarter equals 100 is supposed to feel. Sometimes you'll see a musical term that indicates tempo rather than a specific metronome marking. And in the middle of page 28, we have this box of musical terms. This is going from slowest to fastest. And don't think you have to memorize this list right away. It's not a bad idea to become familiar with the list, but you can bookmark page 28 and refer back to it as needed. You can read the definitions for yourself, but I'm just going to read these out loud so you know how to pronounce them. So from slowest to fastest, we have largo, larghetto, grave, lento, adagio, andante, andantino, moderato, that one's pretty easy to figure out what it's supposed to mean, allegretto, allegro, vivace, presto, and prestissimo. We don't really assign specific metronome numbers to these terms. These are all relative to each other. But in general, if you see something that says adagio, you know you're going to be playing slowly. If you see allegro, you know it's going to be on the fast side. If you see a musical term to indicate tempo, it's also going to appear above the key signature, just like the metronome marking does. And at the bottom of page 28, you can see that sometimes you will combine the musical terms with a specific metronome marking. So at the very bottom, we can see allegro, quarter equals 120. So yes, fast, and specifically, quarter equals 120. From now on, you'll want to be on the lookout for tempo markings in your music. Now, there's no assignment for this lesson. This is just showing the tempo marking, so feel free to move right onto page 29. We have two new chords, D minor and G7, and I'm going to show you alternating bass patterns.